Hello and welcome to T Money Talks. In this week's episode, T Money is going to attempt to finish painting an orange head. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Hello and welcome back to T Money Talks. Welcome to a new, interesting, we're trying something different again on this podcast episode because after all, season 3 of T Money Talks is all about trying new things. And I do want to do a T Money Talks painting episode, and I thought, well, I haven't had the urge to paint or any creative ideas to paint anything, so I was like, well, I guess this opportunity would be the closest thing I get to painting until I get the sudden urge to paint. So I figured, well, why not kill two birds with one stone? And so I've decided that I am working on an orange head, and I've painted the entire thing. However, just on underneath the orange head, well, not even just underneath, but it's noticeable when I'm wearing it on the head. There's some black Sharpie on it, and I'm trying to cover it with paint. And it's been a rough time trying to cover it because so with so many layers of paint, it still is noticeable. I also had Jer buy me an orange Sharpie, bless his soul, and I thought maybe that would work, but it just ended up making it turn into a red color. And although it seemed like painting over it again with orange was really making it work, it actually ended up making it kind of look just slightly lighter than before the Sharpie. So the Sharpie did do something, but did it completely fix my problem? No, it did not. And that's where our issue lies. So here I am going to attempt to once again paint over this Sharpie line, because the thing is, since it's an orange head, I need it to go over my head, so I needed to, my girlfriend and I drew a marker basically a circle over the foam thing, so because we knew that's where we were going to cut. However, though, after making that mark, we realized, if we cut that much foam off, it's gonna kind of lose its circular shape. And since my goal was to have a circular head, I didn't want to cut that much more foam then. And so, not thinking about what's gonna happen in the future, we just left that black marker instead of just buying an orange Sharpie or even just using pencil to make the marker to cut. We didn't, and it's fine. Although it's kind of an issue now because now I have to get this Sharpie off because we're going to start filming soon. I won't say much more other than we're filming because filming could mean a variety of things. I could be making a movie. I could be doing a skit. I don't, filming. It's a mystery. I'm not exposing too much, but I am dropping hints slowly on my Instagram and TikTok. I am dropping hints, and if you are smart, you will figure out what is coming. But if not, well, I hope you realize I am attempting to drop hints. Anyways, let's try to fix this orange head, shall we? Let's grab this thing. So my biggest thing is, before I start painting, I really like the setup I have for this. I have my mic stand I have the mics face down, so it's angled above my head, just enough so I could see what I'm doing when I'm painting, and this way when I'm painting and my head's probably going to be facing down, you can all still hear me and I could do this podcast. And I just really like the way this setup is, because it makes me feel like I could get a really good vocal take. I know I'm thinking about music when I'm doing my podcast, but that's just the way it is. It just feels good. Just something about this setup makes me really want to I'm going to try this for the next time I record something, possibly, maybe. We'll see. But anyways, yeah, I like this setup, and I needed it also just so I could see. But here we go to hoping that I don't get any paint anywhere and I get this orange out of this orange head, because I don't know. If anything, I might just throw some brown and some green on it to make like the orange have some dirt or something. I don't know. Anyways, let's just dive into our first layer of orange paint. Here we go. Oh, grabbed quite a bit. All right, now the goal is, how am I going to talk? All right, here we go, folks. Okay, you see, the issue though is this paint is not a very dark kind of paint, so it's hard to get rid of the Sharpie because of how see-through this dang orange is. It sucks because I thought, well, to be honest, it does look much better than what it did before. So I think, if anything, we could get away with it. Oh, I feel like I should only think positive thoughts when it comes to this orange head, since it is such an essential item to what is happening. Oops. So yeah, but I say we're making progress, because after all, we are. It may not seem like it. Sorry, I was going to talk about my week, but I just get so focused when it comes to painting sometimes. And I feel like this orange head is a great tester way to see, do I have what it takes to do a Tea Money Talks painting, like a serious painting? Not a serious painting, but like just a painting where I'm not doing just one thing, where I'm like being creative, where I'm thinking on the fly. But yeah, anyways, I worked 3 days in a row this week, or I guess last week, since the week will have passed by the time you're listening to this podcast. But I worked 3 days this week. 2 days in a row, one with a 2-day break in between, but still, nonetheless, I worked 3 days in 1 week. And that is the most I have worked since returning to work, since my accident, since all the chaos of my life, and it's surprising to still see that things can still make me tired. Like, working 3 days in 1 week really put me out. Didn't put me out, it made me tired, because I worked on Tuesday. Well, yeah, I worked on Tuesday, and then I worked again on Friday. And by Friday, I was just tired. I was like, oh man, why am I so tired? Or no, I wasn't so super tired, but I was tired. And then I had work that night. And then Saturday, when I had another shift, I was tired. I was like, oh man, I go into work at 5 o'clock. I don't know if I could do this, but I knew I could do it because I needed money. But then I also realized on Saturday that I was thinking, I go in at 5, so I'll be done by like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'll be home. It'll be amazing. I'll still have my Saturday night. And then I realized it was a double show on Saturday. So that was why I went in at 5 p.m. It was Jerry Seinfeld. He had 2 shows back to back. He had one show at 7 and then another show at 9:30. And so I didn't know that. We worked longer hours, so it was good, but it also meant I was on my feet a lot longer. And I haven't really complained too much about my foot, because since going back to work, it has helped improve my stamina and my capability of being able to stand on my feet for more than like an hour at a time. And so I am very grateful for this job, because it has helped me improve with my foot. But I didn't realize that working 3 days within the same week was gonna tire me out, because today, although I am kind of like, dang, I could have done something, I was still very much like, No, I'm glad I didn't do anything because my foot hurt all day today. Like, it still hurts a little bit, but when I woke up this morning, it hurt to walk on it. It hurt really bad to walk on it, and then it was just throughout the day. The first few steps sometimes would be just a little bit more painful. When I put my shoes on, my foot hurt, so I was like, okay, yeah, I'm glad I didn't go out and do anything because my foot would have really been hurting tomorrow, and I'm just glad I got today to rest because I feel like that's what I needed more, and I just needed some time to rest. But yeah, that's what how part of my week, how I've been feeling. I'm really hoping this works. I'm afraid it's not going to work. But anyways, let's get on with the other half of this orange head. Let's continue the painting. I didn't realize I'm gonna have to refill the paint already. Dang nabbit, I did not want to put more paint out already. But you gotta do what you gotta do, am I right? So we're just gonna use up what I can because the tricky part is going to be getting this on the ground. Well, also, sorry I talk. I don't talk because, again, I get focused when I'm painting. Anyways, BRB. Oh, Jesus. Oh. I am so scared of getting paint on the carpet or just ruining the orange head in general. That's my biggest fear. Here we go. We're putting paint on the thingamajig, you know? The thing I put my paint on. Oh, here we go. Okay, good. No accidents, no paint anywhere. Good. Everything's going great. Oh, right. Looking at the other side, that's painted fresh. Everything looks good. I just got to perfect. Carry it like that. Awesome. Here we go. Let's continue on with the painting. Shall we? But yes, my foot has been doing much better. My driving, my anxiety, my PTSD, all of that jazz has also significantly improved. I feel like my job has really helped me get over the fear of driving at night, but now I still have some anxiety driving during the sunset, since my accident did happen during the sunset. When I left work, the sun was still up. Or I guess I should say the sun was setting. Sunset was beginning, and when my accident happened, the sun was up. But when I opened my eyes, it's just a leaf. But when I opened my eyes, the sun was basically gone. It wasn't dark, but it wasn't as bright as it was when I opened my eyes. Not to say I passed out at the wheel or anything, because I didn't, but just to say it was during sunset, so that time, by the time the ambulance came, the sun had set, so it was nighttime, and it was quite the time. I really think it's coming along. At least I hope. I can only hope it's coming along. Because when I painted it earlier, even when I showed Jer, we were both like, oh yeah, it looks way better. We could definitely do this. But then when it dried up, it was basically back to how it was originally. And I'm like, ooh, that's not a good sign. So what am I to do? I am to just repaint and hope that by Tuesday it looks good enough for us to film. And if it doesn't, well, we're just gonna work with what we got, because at this point, that, my friends, is all that I can do. Because right now with the paint, when the paint's wet, it looks good. It looks like it's been covered. Yes, you could still see it, but it's no. That's it's fine. It's doable for the camera. But when it dries, that's a question that lies. I do not know if it will, you know, work. Also, I just thought, sorry, the one reason why I kind of slowed down when I was talking is because I just thought about I have to take a picture of me looking at this orange head. And then originally I was going to hold it, but I was like, no, I'm going to have the mic stand. I'm going to put it on the mic stand and then just kind of like have it floating. And I'm just like, well, what am I going to wear? Do I want to just wear what I'm wearing now? You know, I'm just thinking about all the things I got to do because I can't remember if this is my rest week or this is my work week because since I'm getting ready to release a new song, I kind of tend to work a little bit more because I'm like, I got to get so much done before the time comes. And yeah, I don't want to say I'm stressed because I'm definitely not stressed out. I know what I have to get done. I know what I got to do. But I'm just like, this orange head has been a lot of work, and this orange head has caused me a lot of stress. That's what I will say. I've been doing good time management wise. I've been doing a really great job at staying on track and doing everything that I need to do for this project. But this orange head, this orange head is the only thing that just has been giving me issues since the start. And it's fine and all, but I'm just like, what can I do? And I want to paint another layer because I feel like it's not done. Although it looks like it's done, I'm like, no, it's not done. It needs more. But I'm like, is it dry yet? Probably not. And that's the worst part. I think the worst part about painting is waiting for the paint to dry. Because you want it to be dry so you could just add more layers and keep painting and keep the creativity going. But I can't because I have to wait for this orange paint to dry because I know if I add more paint before it's too dry, I think then it just doesn't do what I want to do, and that's not good. I need it to stay doing what I want it to do because it looks good. It looks more faded. It looks more gone, but then again, this is also what it looked like right before, or not right before, the last time I painted it. So I'm just like, are you telling me the truth or are you lying to me? Because if you're lying, I will be very upset. I just don't know. ASMR. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't do ASMR. I don't know how. I don't choose to. So I won't. But anyways, I do want to try to put another layer on it. I think I'm going to try to put more paint on it, see if it'll let me. Let's see how this goes. I won't lie, I'm very nervous at the moment, but we got to do what's got to be done. And this orange head needs to be painted by the time Tuesday comes around. Because Tuesday I need this orange head to be pristine. I need this orange head done. And if I don't get this orange head done, I'll be real upset. Sorry. I'm trying to use the paint that is already there to really cover the black lines. But it's just so hard. You know? And that's my problem. It's just making sure this black line is gone. Because the areas that I'm like, oh no, yes, it's gone, are the areas where they were definitely, well, not that they weren't, no, it just wasn't gone. That's just the issue, is it wasn't gone. Although it made it seem like it was. And that sucks. And although I know I could just turn it around on whatever side comes out better throughout the film, but I'm like, why? That's so much work. You know what I mean? And who knows? I don't know if it'll even be that easy for me to just flip back and forth between the front and the back of this orange head, you know? So it's many problems, many predicaments, many things I have to consider as I try to make this orange paint go away. Oh, good. I thought I was gonna have to put out more paint again already. And I'm just like, seriously? Ugh, my back is hurting me, but it's alright. Got to get this done. Got to do it right. Because if we don't do it right the first time, gotta give it another try. Yes, yeah, there. Over there. Oh, let me tell you guys about my dream that I had today. Now, this dream... Okay, my dreams last night were pretty crazy. They were definitely on the wilder side. I don't understand why. Sorry, I was gathering some paint, but I was in a dream, and I don't know where I was in this dream. Usually I remember where I am, but this time I didn't. And I just remember, like, there being a bunch of people around me, and then I was looked over and suddenly I was sitting next to a little black girl. And I wasn't afraid, but I was definitely stunned because I was like, when I looked at her, I was confused, and then she looked at me, and this next part I'm gonna say it might be a little creepy, so just a little warning to those who get scared. But in my dream, yeah, I looked at this little girl, and she looked at me, and then I thought it was strange that she looked at me, and then I looked back at the people because I was trying to figure out where I was and like how I got to where I was, because I didn't recognize anything about where I was. But I looked to the little girl, and then she looked at me. She leaned in close and she said, "You know you're in a dream, right?" And immediately I was like, yeah, of course I know I'm in a dream. And then as soon as I said that, just because the way she said it and everything, it was just, it just didn't feel right. Something felt off. And then so as soon as I left, I said the words of, yeah, of course I know I'm in a dream. I remembered because I never fully watched the videos on TikTok just because I was like, I don't want to watch that. I don't care what you have to say. But I remember watching videos of people who not astral travel, but lucid dream, have lucid dreams, you know, and they were saying that whenever you sleep, you don't want to tell the people that you know you're sleeping or you know you're in a dream. And so when I told the person that, yeah, I know we're in a dream, I immediately took it back because although like the reason why I was like, yeah, of course I know I'm in a dream, the reason why I said that is because I wanted to take control of my dream. I wanted to start flying. I wanted to like make magic happen, you know. But the way she asked me and the way she looked at me just didn't feel right. And so I took back what I said and I was like, what? No, I'm not a dream. Never mind. Just kidding. And then I like shut my eyes as hard as I could because I was like, I want to wake up. And I felt like vibrations, like it just felt weird. And then I remember when I opened my eyes again, I was back in just like a regular dream. And it was just really strange, and it was just really creepy. And I'm just like, whoever she was, whatever it was, like I definitely felt like they wanted to tell me something, but just the way it happened didn't feel right. It felt like I was trying to be deceived. Because I definitely wasn't deceived, but it felt like that's what it was trying to do. It was trying to deceive me, and I was like, not today. And so I just left that place, and I was just like, it was strange. I told Jer about it, and I was just like, yeah, I still can't believe that happened in my dream, but that was the weirdest thing to happen in my dreams last night. Like, I had an insane amount of dreams. They were all like, after that had happened, they just kind of got weirder. My dreams just got weird. They did not like stay. They did not go back to my normal, I'm fighting for my life, because normally when I sleep, and in every dream I have, I'm usually trying to save my life. I'm usually running for my life. I'm trying to save myself or save someone else that I care about in my dream. I'm trying to get me and that person out to safety, out to wherever it is we need to be safe. And those are my normal dreams. My normal dreams are me escaping the danger that I am in and just doing it with style, and I just have so much it's just fun. Well, it's not fun until I realize I'm like, oh, whoa, what's going on? I have control, and then I get good and I know how to like escape and stuff. But up until that happens, it's not really that much fun. But anyways, it wasn't my normal dreams last night, and I'm looking at this orange head again, and I want to add more paint, but I'm like, I know I should let it dry. But I am going to do the other side, so I'm going to have to add some more paint. 1 second. I gotta squirt out some more paint onto this palette. Oh, dang. Okay, here we go. And not too much, though. Yeah, I don't want to do too much. Oh, I gotta catch some of that off the tube. Alright. And we are one step closer to painting. Alright, let's do more of this back. Alright. Here we go. I hope you are all enjoying this podcast, because if I'm being honest, I don't know. Only because I know a lot of the time I will stop talking, and I'm like, I don't like when I stop talking, because it's not like it's a video podcast and you could just see what I'm doing. It's an audio podcast, and so you're listening to me. You're not watching me. You are doing, I don't know what you're doing. You're doing anything your heart desires, because it's a podcast and you could listen to it anywhere. Well, you do anything. But since I am working on this, I'm just going to say you should follow my music account, NowOrNever_band, for literally every social media that exists. It'll be NowOrNever_band. You will find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, all of that. I'd say you should follow me because I'm slowly dropping hints as to something that is coming. I don't want to say too much on this podcast because although I don't know, well, I know some people listen to my music. What the hell, bug? Get out of here. Sorry. I know. Oh, you whore. I will mess you up. Bug. Get out and do not disturb me. If you do not disturb me, you will not die, Bug. But if you disturb me, I will end your life. If we have a deal, keep out of my way. If we don't, please just leave. Anyways, sorry. I can't even remember oh yeah, just follow me on my social medias because I have some news coming soon. And well, you don't want to miss out on the news. Now, do you? I don't think you do. So just give me a follow. Like I said, NowOrNever_band. Help get Now or Never on the map and be in the loop. And you could say that you knew what was coming, or you had an idea of what was coming before anyone else. Because I think I am going to make a TikTok where I'm kind of like, you should follow me on Instagram, or like, how would you announce a new song? And then I'll be like, my way is dropping hints on my social medias. For example, my TikTok and my Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. I still have some orange, but I feel like that's more than enough. I think I have done it, maybe. Anyways, I think I'm gonna end this podcast because I'm gonna need, this paint needs to dry before I know if I could add more to it. And, well, our time is running up, and I did have a lot of fun. So, I hope you all enjoyed this. I really do. Because I know I did. And if you didn't, I'm so sorry. If you didn't enjoy listening to me paint, although I'm pretty sure you couldn't hear me painting, I'm sorry, but I had a lot of fun trying this out, testing it out. I'll see what I think about it when I'm editing it, and we'll see if I do another T Money painting TikTok. Or I mean, oh my god, T Money painting podcast episode. My brain is all over the place. But anyways, yeah, I do hope you enjoyed this podcast episode. Be sure to let me know by commenting or, following me on TikTok, all that jazz. Anyways, until next week, guys, this is T Money saying live your life because you are the only one who gets it. All right, bye.